You're listening to an episode recorded during the time Innovation Fuel was part of University Canada West. We are proud and grateful for the work we've done together, and we want to thank the university for being in our podcast. We are now excited to continue the journey of Innovation Fuel into its next chapter. Thanks for listening.
You're listening to Innovation Fuel, business podcast by University Canada West,
bringing you fantastic stories from accomplished entrepreneurs and key industry professionals. Let's explore the entrepreneurial world through local businesses and our university community. Oh, hello, Gelareh.
Hi, Dave. You really need to help me. I need a relationship advice.
Oh, my God. That's a big question.
So my husband, Hamid, he doesn't take a garbage can out. And he always complaining every single day that I'm not going to do it anymore. It's too much work. Why do you have too much garbage? I need to find a way to compensate him.
Well, I think we might have a solution for this. We're going to help your Gelareh in your relationship here. We have three brothers that are joining us here who have a very unique technology where they are actually paying people to bring them the garbage.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
So finally we can compensate Hamid?
Finally we can compensate Hamid. And I think you know who the guests are, Gelareh. Please welcome them.
Let's welcome Tanvir Ahsan, co-founder and CEO of Recyclorobo.ai. Let's welcome Recyclorobo.ai team, Tanvir Ahsan, co-founder and CEO, Faisal Ahsan, co-founder and CTO, Nazmul Ahsan, co-founder and AI vision robotic expert, to another episode of Innovation Fuel. Hi, I'm Tanvir. Hi, Dave. Welcome.
Yes, welcome to another episode of Innovation Fuel, brought to you by University Canada West. We are here in the world of technology again. Three brothers. Now, not all the brothers are able to join us today, but we're maybe get one or two that are joining us. But we do have the CEO, I think is the most important position that we need to talk to right now, which is Tanvir. Tanvir, tell us a little bit about you, my friend. Who is Tanvir and who are your brothers?
Thanks for having me in this amazing UCW podcast. I appreciate for inviting us. There's a great platform for us to share the Recyclorobo journey with everyone. It's a local Vancouver company, and I'm so glad to be in this podcast. So about me, I'm from Vancouver. My other two brothers, elder brothers, with the same family. You know, the Asian culture. The moment we born, they said you are engineer and you are in doctor and you, doctor again. So that's how. So my first two brother, when they're born, dad said, you have to become engineer. I'm the youngest one. So father, he said, enough with engineering. You have to be a doctor. By the way, I'm a pharmacist. But because of my brother, I become more focused on technology, become blockchain expert, and also in so many technology related development. And me and my brothers, we've been doing business together since 2018. We provide so many prototype service, MVP, build the MVP for other startups, engineering consultancy, and build AI and all kind of software solutions. Again, I was the one, because of the youngest, spoiled one. So I got some opportunity to start with the business. So I've been doing business since 2014 in Canada. I came to Canada 2012, and here's the funny story. I have to share with everyone. It's so funny. I came here as a pharmacist, great. Then my parents were so disappointed that I'm working in other sector job. So just to satisfy my parents, I bought a pharmacy just to make them happy. Like I'm related field. And then what I did, and that's the best part about what I did, I bought that pharmacy. I have a pharmacy partner. Then I brought general manager to run the entire retail show. I established the KPI. Then I start buying other pharmacy, increase the valuation, and then sell the pharmacy. Came to know about Canada Post, bought 4 Canada Post, same way. Buy it, increase the valuation, establish the KPI, bring the right people so they can get the maximum benefit from that. I mean, give them dividend, give them bonus. So that's how my business increased. But my parents only knew that my son is in the pharmacy. I didn't told them anything that I own that many businesses, because to them, business is instability. Job is stability. And every time when my dad told me that, and I told my dad, Dad, please pray for me so I can create more jobs than stability. I can take some risk, that instability side, but let me create more jobs. He was not convinced till 2023. So in 2023, in our religion, we call simple life. Like parent always pray for God give you simple life. I request my parents, please don't pray this simple life for us. Rather, you pray God through my kids so they can create thousands of jobs. So the moment my parents start doing this pray, so many other industry open, Dave. And like right now, I have business in recycling industry, in logistics side, in tech side, and also even in the retail business. And what happened, it gave me great like 360-degree angle to see all the problems, not enough solution in the market. When anybody come up with a solution, that solution is only focused part of the problem, not the entire problem. So that's how then me and my brothers, we discuss, you know what, for the future, we have to select such an industry that is guaranteed, goes with the UN sustainable goal, goes with the UN development plan, and also secure our future, because we know the way future is changing with the AI, robotics, things are changing rapidly. Whatever we are thinking today is good, it will not be good after 10 years, except one. As long as human civilization is there, trash is there, recycling will be there. So then we dive into 2022. Then we found Canada is a G7 country, Dave. G7, okay, one of the most advanced and good on the GDPs and everything, but our technology is the worst among the world. We are far behind compared to Asia. We are decades, light year behind compared to Germany. And then, what you call Eureka moment? Eureka moment. That is the industry where we need to focus. And then we bought our first recycle facility last year. My brothers was there. So we want to understand the industry first. Approach should be the ground up approach instead of top down approach. I bought the business, increase the sales, understand all the stakeholders, know all the logistic, how it works, how many stakeholders are involved. And then we brought Recyclorobo solution, an end-to-end solution that will address every stakeholders for the recycling industry. And my elder brothers, they're bringing their right skills on the table. And the benefit it gave me, if I don't have this brilliant brother, then I might have to pay over $1 million just to build the prototype. Instead of what I paid, lots of smile, lots of respect. and they helped me to build the prototype. So I was able to show to all the investors, to all the stakeholders. And now we are raising funds. So far, we received 3 investors' money in last month.
Yeah, I just want to point out, Tanvir, that you're talking about Nasmul, his 129 prototypes.
Oh, yes. Yes. He has 129 prototypes, 19 MVP, has 11 patents, and I didn't pay a single dime for that.
That's awesome.
One question came out from one of the judges, like, what was your cost to build the prototype? And there was one question also, how many months you know the co-founder? Then I was laughing. Like, how many months I know the co-founder? From my birth, number one. And number two, how much do you pay? I literally say $0. I didn't pay to my brother nothing because I'm their youngest son, the privileged one. So they keep my request. Recyclorobo is a spin-off from my recycle facility. So when I bought last year the recycle facility, I'm going to share 2 facts and you'll be surprised. But the first question, the listeners and Dave and you, have you recycled your container recently? All the containers, have you recycled? Definitely you went to the recycle depot, right? It's a small, congested, not totally manual job. Just to let you know, last year, BC resident, 1.2 billion container they sorted manually. They counted manually. They and they spend average 15 minutes for every 100 container. to sort it. Who don't have time, they drop it off, and there's a problem. We will talk about it, how we solve this problem. But by running that business, that's how that idea came out. So Recyclorobo, born from our recycle facility. Do we have client? We have 2 purchase order. We have received 81 letter of interest from other recycle facility owners. And it's all happened in the last 5 months.
Let's unpack this a little bit, Gelareh, because just to help our audience understand where we're going with. So what you guys have come up with this proprietary software is that it's an image recognition software that is now tapping into helping sort efficiently. Because what you were saying before, my friend, was that it's taking 15, 20 minutes to sort these things.
30 seconds. So 15 minutes, it's coming to now 30 seconds for 100 container. Not only that, for the last forever, the regulatory Ministry of Environment, all the regulatory body, all the manufacturers, they have only one data. What kind of category? Recycled, like aluminum, glass, plastic, that's it. But now with our AI vision, we named it ARODS, Artificially Intelligence Robotic Densification System. So AI vision not only can count, but it can profile the container, what kind of category it is. Out of category, what kind of plastic it is, what kind of brand, what is the sub-brand, what flavor. So now our AI vision can individually identify every container in BC market. And that's why the moment customer is giving anything on the AI vision, it identify, profile, count it, and goes to the robotic sorting. From there, we densify all the containers. That's how we are reducing carbon dioxide emission 91% directly.
I think I need a little bit of details to understand. So that's robot and AI understand my garbage can items, and they can say that which one has to go where, or they do it by itself, and they do it.
For example, I love Coca-Cola. Right? Exactly. So the moment we put it in the AI vision, it can tell the dimension, the size is a 500 ml, the volume, and the Coca-Cola. And also it will tell is it Canadian Coca-Cola or US Coca-Cola? And also it will tell which flavor it is, original taste or the Coke Zero or the Diet Coke. And manufacturers, they need this data to make better decision where they need to spend container recycling fees. They are obligated to pay for the recycling cost.
Not only you sell yourself, but also you can sell the data that's coming from this. Okay, got it.
Aggregated data, the future. And we can't wait for that. We just need 2 years of data because we have 81 LOIs. If we deliver all these LOIs, execute all the LOIs in 2 years, we will be able to cover 50% market of BC. We will have substantial data after 2 years. Oh, I can't wait for that, 2027.
What is the challenges with regulatory body you have?
For Recyclorobo challenges or regulatory body, the challenges they are facing?
The challenge you're facing with regulatory. So, for example, is there any restrictions or anything for you about data, security?
See, here's the best part. Because we are the only people who's from the industry, the ground up approach. We are one of the stakeholder of the recycling industry. So we know regulatory body exactly what they are looking for, what is allowed. We have license to recycle all over BC. So when we are sharing this data with the regulatory body, there is no restriction. They actually want that because why? They have to achieve their target given from the Ministry of Environment, increase the retention, reduce the carbon dioxide emission. But they don't have enough data right now in the market because it's all manual.
That's really interesting.
Creating obstacles, actually, regulatory bodies helping us bring the solution quicker. That's why we got approval not only from Ministry of Innovation and Jobs as an EBC approved company under clean technology, under clean tech. If anybody invests in our company, government will give them 30% tax credit. NRC IRAP, which is known as the National Research Council of Canada, they also become partner. They invested on our technology. Ministry, the regulatory body NCORP even is helping us by giving us guidance. If we can get this data, that will be great. Because if we can we get this data, there's a reason. The beverage recycling industry is very complicated. One regulatory body is responsible for alcoholic beverage container recycling. It's called BDL. Other one, non-alcoholic, is NCOR. Out of non-alcoholic, there's so many containers, so many product in the deposit program, not in the deposit program. Then we have to tackle the US container, because US container, they are not in the deposit program. And the Canadian manufacturers didn't pay container recycling fees for the US container. See, if we are not from the industry, we would never know that. Not a single startup. That's why they never focus in the trash industry or recycling industry, because there's so many stakeholders are there. So now once we bring this solution end to end, complying all the regulations, not only that, it's a win-win solution for all the stakeholders for the recycling industry. Manufacturers, government, municipalities, then the regulatory bodies, all the recycle facility owners, and the consumer.
How does Recyclorobo contribute to reducing environmental impact? So do you have any kind of measurement to show that how you can reduce the environmental impact?
Oh my God, you're going to love it. I want to invite whoever listening right now, come to our recycle facility like Tom came, see our AI in action and the solution. What happened if we don't crash the container? Pretty much we are shipping this container, empty container. That's when we are shipping just air. So every day, my recycle facilities in New West, we receive over 100,000 containers every day. Now just imagine how much space I have to put aside to store all those containers. Then imagine that for non-alcoholic pickup from the regulatory body, they send 15 to 16 times big long haul truck to my location to pick up all these empty container, just pick up all the air. Last year, government spent $37 million on transportation. The moment we are densifying with our auditable densification with our AI vision, this cost will become $3 million. And we will be able to reduce carbon dioxide emission directly 91%, which comes to around 7.5 million kilogram of carbon dioxide. We're not only solving one side problem, we are actually changing the entire industry by reducing the size of the the containers on site instead of in the mass recycling facility. And here's another irony I have to tell. When all this container goes to the mass recycling facility, every facility has a capacity. So the moment they reach the capacity, the extended one, they send it to the landfill. And it's so disappointing to know, last year in BC, we landfill 389 million container last year in the landfill. 389 million container.
By reducing the effect of this and getting rid of the air, we could recycle more.
And makes the logistic efficient every points. And here's the funny part. I have to tell you, I'm going to tell you a secret. Listeners, here's the secret. $39 million to tap. When you purchase a Coca-Cola bottle, you pay 10 cents for the deposit fee. And if you don't recycle, you don't get that 10 cents. Then what happened to that 10 cents? It stays in the market until you recycle it. So last year, $39 million, no one claimed in BC. Yes, sir, Dave. That's why we are also bringing our own app. So consumer don't have to go to the recycle facility. They can use that app, identify the container, and claim that 10 cents. Government want to give that money, but no one is claiming.
How do you take this further up the chain? Because I think the biggest problem that you've got this element of recycling, which is great, but it's getting the product to the facility. Because the human factor is the lazy factor. And if it's coming from their doorstep into this element, they're not driving it there. It sits in the driveway.
You are absolutely right. Our life is busy. The people have more important things to do, and when you have only 100 containers, it's only $10. So it's not enough willingness there to recycle. But if there is an opportunity that someone will come and pick it up from your location, you are getting your deposit money and you are paying some service fees, and plus you're getting some extra points that you can convert it to a vacation point or you can donate to any charity. It's not exist in entire Canada. Our same AI vision, we are bringing in a we named it Smart Bin Compactor. So this smaller compactor will be every stratas, every big retail location. So when you are, if you live in a strata building, so you can get the deposit money at the recycle room. You don't have to go to the recycle facilities. If you live in an independent house, you don't have to come. You just book on our app, and our e-transit van. By the way, we are the only one who is picking up all these recycling containers by using electric van, not the diesel truck. When we are saying we're going to bring change, we are bringing change in every point, in the logistics, in the densification, on the consumer side. So we will pick up from your location, we will charge you service fee, you are getting money. Here's a fun fact: our app is the only app in the market which will give you money without working. Just recycle it. Tap that $39 million right there. It's yours to claim.
So how was the receptions from municipalities toward the adoptions of this technology?
Oh my God. Okay. So from City of Surrey, from City of Vancouver, I signed some NDA with them. Some high officials already came. They really want our solution in every park, recreational center, because they are having serious problem of this trash can. Like Dave and Gail, the way they are pushing us, like they won like yesterday, but now we just got the permission from the regulatory body to run the pilot program for next 4 months. Everybody is waiting for that pilot program, how the data will come out, and it's pretty much after then it's all about adoption and how fast I can deliver the product. So again, any listener, if anybody wants to help, most welcome. Just come and help us. Let's make our BCA more greener. Already we are one of the greenest. Make it more greener. And another fun fact: out of 14 provinces, only 4 has deposit program. 10 don't have. In the US, out of 50 states, only 10 has deposit program. 40 don't have nothing. Everyone is waiting for this solution.
I mean, what type of partnership or strategic alliance you really need to have to actually help you to put your product more commercialized, so more distributed?
That's why we come up with a license-based strategy. So every province we will have license, and then we will bring it to like franchise style. Like we will identify one good operator because there's an operation involved. We will allocate a location, and then all those containers will go to that location using our technology. So that's how we are planning to. I'm not going to say rapidly, but organically expand to Alberta, to Nova Scotia, Ontario, and US. Like license the entire province to a right person who can execute the target based on Recyclorobo what Recyclorobo want.
That is really interesting because I'm looking at the scalability of this product. So you give the license. So you give the technology, which is AI, and the license for operating that.
And also providing all the equipments, densifier, conveyor, whatever. It's end-to-end solution. And this end-to-end idea, Dave and Gail, came from by running Canada Post. Canada Post has only one phone line to get all the service you need. They provide end-to-end solution. So that's how I know how end-to-end is important in order to address a problem in the market. Because if you leave it for the private corporation, they focus just a single problem, not the entire problem.
We see models out there, Amazon being one of them, that's end to end, and they're constantly wrestling with this element. But I think the question I have for you, Tanvir, is that you've got a great element of this sort of in between element. You've really connected this in between element, and you're starting to get that consumer based motivation. But you mentioned something at the beginning of our conversation, which is still the challenge, is that there's only so much capacity. So what's the next evolution of this? Where do we go next with this? How do we, use your data and elements and start to match relationships so we can not have this capacity challenge?
The next capacity challenge is introduce light of operation. Light of operation is without human, fully integrated robotic sorting. Like entire recycling facility has to be fully automated. So it can run 24/7. And that is where definitely we will welcome help from any listeners. And anybody can help. Because again, if you look at the Vancouver, there's not a single recycle facilities over there. But if we can have fully robotic solution with this AI vision, we can open every superstore, Walmart, you name it. So that's how we can retain more volume from landfill and more money in the customer's pocket. So it's addressing it's a win-win solution for every stakeholders. So again, listeners, you're most welcome to check Recyclorobo.ai. Please come. We are looking for people who can take these things to the next level. Any Albertans, we want to come to your province. Come here. Let's sit down.
That's great. That was fantastic. Thank you, Tanvir. Thank you, Dave. That was another episode of Innovation Fuel.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me. And again, I'm inviting any listeners, come to our new Westminster recycle facility, Recyclorobo.ai, and I'd love to show you around.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Innovation Fuel. We are on all podcast streaming platforms, Google, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Visit our website at www.upenwest.ca/innovation fuel. Also, follow us on Instagram at innovation_fuel.